In 2005, a small Caribbean island called Little St. James, just 72 acres in size, was known among the elite as a place of luxury, privacy, and exclusivity. Powerful figures, wealthy businessmen, and influential personalities were rumored to have visited this island. But behind the image of luxury and private parties, there was a much darker story waiting to be uncovered. March 2005. At a time when many victims were too afraid to speak out against powerful individuals, one brave teenager decided to break the silence. Her name was Courtney Wild. She reported to the Florida police, accusing financier Jeffrey Epstein of abuse. This single complaint would trigger one of the most shocking investigations in modern history. As law enforcement and the FBI began investigating, they uncovered disturbing evidence. This included records of Epstein's private flights, lists of high-profile contacts, and materials suggesting a wider network of connections. These documents would later become widely known as part of the Epstein files. So, who was Jeffrey Epstein? Once a schoolteacher, he quickly rose to become a mysterious and extremely wealthy financier. After entering the world of Wall Street, he built connections with powerful individuals and managed large sums of money. Over time, he acquired multiple luxury properties across New York, Florida, New Mexico, Paris. But his most infamous property was that private Caribbean island. Little St. James became known as Epstein's private retreat. He used his private jet, often referred to in media reports as the Lolita Express, to travel with guests. There were claims that many high-profile individuals visited him, including politicians and business figures. However, it is important to note, not everyone who visited Epstein has been accused of wrongdoing. In 2008, a controversial legal deal was made. Epstein avoided major federal charges through a non-prosecution agreement, which many later criticized as deeply unjust. He served a relatively short sentence with unusual privileges. This decision sparked outrage years later when more details came to light. In 2018, investigative journalism exposed the full scale of the earlier deal. This led to renewed pressure. In July 2019, Epstein was arrested again by federal authorities. This time, he was denied bail. The world waited for a trial that could potentially expose powerful connections. But before the trial could begin, on August 10, 2019, Jeffrey Epstein was found dead in his jail cell in New York. The official ruling was suicide. However, the circumstances raised serious questions. Security cameras reportedly malfunctioned. Guards failed to monitor him properly. He had recently been removed from suicide watch. These details led to widespread public skepticism. To this day, many questions remain unanswered. Epstein is gone, but the impact of his case is still being felt. Investigations continue, documents continue to be released, and the world continues to ask, how far did this network go? Who knew what and when? This case isn't just about one man. It's about power, influence, and accountability. And perhaps the most important question of all, are the most powerful people in the world truly above the law? Or is the truth still waiting to come out?